I've known Paul since I was in kindergarten. We went to grade school together. I just remember him being this goofy kid who was always making people laugh, but was also just really nice. We started dating seriously in high school and got married before we even graduated college. So it was good to have all that time together. Paul's family has a family friend who is a state trooper. They grew up going to the same church, and he's always really, really looked up to him. You know, he just saw such a great example, and he wanted to live his life in that way and have a similar impact. As long as I'd known Paul, he always wanted to be a police officer. You know, that was his passion. Once we had our kids, I noticed not just the way that he served our children, but myself. Like, he was always willing to sacrifice himself. It was definitely his, heart, was service and sacrifice.
I heard about it when it hit the news. My brother is an officer and was there at the scene that night that Paul was killed. It always hits hard every time, and I think it does for a whole community. I was a police officer for about 10 years. I was in a pretty nasty crash and had a brain injury and some ongoing issues, had to retire from that. Some people were talking and they said, one of them was our customer. It's kind of like everything's aligning where we're given this opportunity to help this family who just happens to even be part of the Bell family. So let's take care of them.
My daughter Joelle and I work together here at Bell. We actually got a call from Angie Daigle, the realtor that was involved in the transaction. She told us about Paul. We were aware of Paul, but we hadn't put the name and 2 + 2 together because we'd closed this transaction probably 9 months earlier. So that's how the ball got rolling. With the Pay It Forward program that Bell has, it was a perfect opportunity to help somebody in need, and obviously Cindy was in need.
Larry, Joelle, and I definitely felt that we were given an opportunity to do something great. We definitely worked as a team, reaching out to everybody that we knew. 71 people in 2 days raised over $35,000 for her.
Angie reached out to me telling me that Bell Bank wanted to talk with me. I was like, what about? I was a little nervous, uh-oh. I didn't realize that, this great, coming together moment was happening behind the scenes.
We met with her and she was very caring, she was very loving, she was very appreciative.
She is one of the strongest people I've met. How humble she is, how much she was thanking us when we should still be the ones thanking her and her family.
Sometimes I feel guilty for reaping the benefits of just how great of a person he was. I think it's really easy to look at people who have died as heroes, but I think he really was one. He made sure that, we were going to be okay, and we are. I just didn't realize how good people are, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional. After being impacted by the badness, such intense, horrible qualities of one person, ending my husband's life, you lose hope for a little bit. And I've just been astounded at how many people care. People have been so supportive, and I feel like my family has doubled.